you should see some of the things that I grade. For instance, we had to write about an important person in our life. This particular student just said, okay, that was it. That was the answer. That was a 0, unfortunately. Another student decided that they would be a little bit funny. I said to the student, you can't think of anything else to write? And he said, no, ma'am. I said, well, just write till you just get tired of writing about that one person. So that's what that student did, was just wrote write until the very end. That wasn't a good grade either, unfortunately. And then you have those like this, the most important person in my life. And when I tell you, look at this writing. The writing is absolutely amazing. And she starts off, the most important person in my life would be my mother. She's important to me because she gave birth to me and took care of me for almost my whole life. Another reason why my mom is the most important person to me is because she does a lot for me and my sisters. And she goes out of her way to make sure we have a good home and everything we need in order to be taken care of. She cares for us. I love that one. And that one got 46 out of 50. Another student wanted to be funny, and this is what they wrote, unfortunately. That wasn't a good grade either. And then there was this one student, I think the essay was good, but I could barely read it. I had to borrow a magnifying glass from the science teacher in order to read this. But it wasn't a bad grade. It was 40 out of 50. When I say microscopic, the essay was microscopic. And then I have another good essay. The most important person in my life is God because he gives and takes care of all of our needs. Really good from a young man. And this young woman wrote, my aunt is the most important person in my life because she is like my second mother. I no longer have a real mother in my life, so my aunt takes the role for her. I only see her every now and then, but when I do, our times together are so special. In the end, this student had me absolutely crying, and I haven't put a grade on it, but it's definitely a 50 out of 50, no grammar mistakes, and it answers the prompt in so many ways. Another student had to write so much that they could write it on the paper. They have 2 sheets of papers, and to my surprise, the backside was about me, how important I am, because I had this student last year and this year. I have helped her become immature into a young woman. And this was another example of some of the things I have to do. This student didn't complete this passage analyzation, but actually had enough time to write their ABCs across the top. I enjoy teaching, and one of the main things I enjoy about teaching is getting a chance to know my students. And there is not a better way to get to know my students than actually reading some of their essays. I wish that I could share more, but they're top secret.